This has been the year of your controversy. When we look back on 2017, I just can't remember a year where there has just been so much controversy, so much that has gone on nationally and locally as well. Yesterday, the ruling came down that a judge basically saying, and the OD opens with it, premature, that you needed to file an application before you could file this lawsuit. So did they even hear arguments?
Yes, they did. The judge did hear arguments.
Okay.
Extensive arguments from the city and from my attorney. And basically, although the city went out and was beating their chest like they won this case, they never mentioned in their oral or written argument that there was a problem with the application.
Okay.
You know, this was not determined on the merits of either side.
Now, what I asked you when we were in break, I want to reiterate. So we had asked you several times, what is it that you want? When I heard what the ruling was, I thought to myself, well, the Chiefs, they couldn't grant your request because you didn't ask for days off, you didn't ask for more money, you didn't ask for health benefits. You weren't asking for anything other than recognition.
Right.
So how could they grant
it? An acknowledgement, and they could have. That would have been the easiest thing in the world to say. Yes, just put it in the record that the issue that I had was a result of the time I spent at Ground Zero, and they made a determination to just basically demean me and call me a liar and object.
They did say in the release they put out yesterday that they wish you very well. They respect the service that you've given. It did seem like they were giving you some love yesterday.
Yeah, just think if they didn't love me, what they'd do. That's simple. That's because they're so two-faced and lie. I mean, if I have a problem with somebody, I say it.
Yeah.
You know exactly how I feel. I mean,
Yeah.
they love me. They did everything they could to object to any request I made.
Can I clarify something too? Because
Sure.
in the release that went out yesterday, they said that you are currently getting full benefits
Yes.
and full pay.
Yes.
Now, is that true, or are you using your sick time to get your pay?
Well, I have, through my career, I never took sick leave. I
Right.
had broken legs. I went to work. Even when I went through chemotherapy, I went to work. So I had accumulated a lot of sick leave. And yes, I've been burning it, but I'm whole. I mean, I'm getting paid, and I have World Trade Center Health Organization pays my medical bills. So I'm not
That's
looking for any further benefits.
It is the odd thing of this whole, and it's what confuses you so much.
Yeah.
I
If
think
they were
all
to
of us.
grant
This is. Let me go a step further.
Yeah.
If the city granted this, they would get reimbursed
Right.
for my pay. This is cost, and it would come to, over the course of these years, like $160-something thousand, and they're saying
Yeah,
no,
they're saying,
we don't want that.
Yeah, they're saying that because they're saying there's no guarantee that the state could come back and reverse that.
No, they can't. I'm going to be in the retirement system
Right.
anyway.
Right.
But they're questioning the World Trade Center Health Organization, and this is under the Zagrota Act, which is funded for the next 75 years, and they pay all my health benefits. They're just disingenuous.
Here's a question: if you can't prove, if they're saying there's no proof and they believe no evidence that proves that you contracted your cancer. As a matter of fact, they say they believe it's impossible that you got your cancer from 9/11. But how long have you been a firefighter?
43 years.
And during those 43 years, how many times did you step into a fire? How many times did you come out with debris on your
I'll go further than that. For a significant period of my career, I was in charge of the hazardous material team, and went to every hazardous material team basically every accidental chemical release in the county or tri-county area. So, I mean, that's just chemical releases and fires. But that's not the point.
And what I'm saying is, if they're saying you didn't get cancer from 9/11, a logical thought for anyone would be, well, I can't imagine you didn't get it from your duties as a firefighter.
Well, I believe if I was a volunteer firefighter, there's a presumption. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
During the course of your career.
Right.
This is just so absurd.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just vindictive politics. There's no other explanation.
So what? I'm assuming you've spoken with your attorney.
Yes.
And the next step, are you going to file that application or?
Yeah. Well, I have numerous options, and I'll decide.
Okay.
And this is one of them.
All right.
Okay, but I don't believe I'll go in this direction. Technically, I could wait until somebody came in the mayor's office that had some honesty and integrity and wasn't that political, and they'd look at it and see there was no financial, that this makes sense, and they would just approve me. I can't believe anyone other than Rob Palmieri would not approve me.
And you saw last night the Common Council voted, JCON reversed his vote, 5-4, now moving or at least upon the mayor's signature, moving the term limits back to 8 years. I'm assuming you appreciate that?
Well, I first of all, I'm a supporter of term limits. I see what happens to people when they're in these positions and they start thinking they're king.
Right.
But more importantly than that, that vote took the vote away from the people. The people overwhelmingly voted for these current term limits, and it was overturned by 5 people. 5 politicians.
It'll be interesting.
That was the equivalent of giving themselves a raise.
Right. It'll be interesting to see when the new members come in, how they vote, because I have a feeling the mayor probably will veto that, so there'd have to be an override.
Well, basically, I think if the mayor vetoes it, and I'm not 100% sure. I think there has to be a supermajority. 6.
Okay,
yeah, 6, right.
Yep.
Just, and I'm not debating you on this.
No,
which means that they would need maybe 2 more because JCON is gone after this.
Yeah, but some of the ones that ran, even his opponent ran on that position.
Okay, all right, interesting.
So, and not to, just for those listening, the city's lawyers claim, well, we have a doctor who says you didn't get it there, so that's why we can't approve it. I just wanted to stay with the city's position was. I'm not debating you on it. Can I ask you though?
Yes.
Would a proclamation from the city, from the mayor, satisfy what you're looking for? The recognition that you contracted this at 9/11 and.
Well, they would never proclaim that. How
settle
could they
the issue.
Do that.
I'm just looking for, again, because that's a workers' comp claim that you put in.
It isn't a workers' comp claim.
207A?
It's completely different from workers' comp. Fire departments have like an enhanced program, this 207A. And when you say that, they unequivocally doctor shopped and found someone that would rebut what the World Trade Center organization stated. The best doctors in the world, a national organization, the best scientists in the world. And I have documents from six local doctors saying that their report was a bogus report. And even attorneys around the state. My attorney said, yeah, we use this guy.
Yeah.
That's his. So, and that's how.
So you're saying that your attorney is saying that he uses this guy in cases.
Used him. They all knew him.
And oftentimes he said he represents municipalities. Often your attorney does.
Yes.
Yep.
He goes, we use this guy, and he laughed.
All right.
Because they get the result they want, and
right.
Okay.
Just, and I know I'm repetitive. It's just crooked Utica politics.
Are you? So you'll take the holiday, and then after the first of the year, you'll decide with your attorney on which course of action.
I'm kind of hoping that I can get make a decision with my attorney this week, even before the holiday.
Okay, all right.
And that he'll immediately move forward.
All right.
So,
well, Chief, we wish you the. Well, I believe we'll see you on Friday.
Friday,
Are you here Friday?
Is that an invitation?
That isn't it. Well, you should already have an invitation.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I couldn't imagine our Christmas show without you being here. Huh? So you're here every year.
As long as you don't make me sing.
I won't do that. I won't do that. All right. Best of luck. We'll see you Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very much.